Hello, my name is Ricky, and I'm doing a report on Edgar Allan Poe. Born January 19th, 1809, and died October 7th, 1849, he was an American writer, editor, and literary critic best known for his short stories and poetry. His father abandoned the family in 1810, and his mother died the following year, so he was orphaned. He was the first well-known American writer to try and earn a living through writing. In 1827, he joined the army under the name Edgar A. Perry. It was during that time where his publishing career began. He failed as an officer cadet at West Point, so he left and decided to be a poet and a writer. He attended the University of Virginia for one semester but left since lack of money. The first poem I am analyzing is called The Bells. In this poem, Edgar imagines the sound of the 4 different kinds of bells and the times and places where you might hear them. The poem is 4 stanzas long, and each stanza representing a deeper explanation of the bells. Next is a portion of the first stanza for you to hear the poem. Hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells, what a world of merriment their melody foretells, how they twinkle, twinkle, twinkle in the icy air of night, while the stars that oversprinkle all the heavens seem to twinkle with a crystalline delight, keeping time, time, time in a sort of runic rhyme. The Bells is a very heavily unmarked poem which was not published until after his death, best known for the repetitive use of the word bells. The poem has 4 parts to it, where each part becomes darker and darker as the poem progresses, from the jingling and tinkling of the bells in the first part to the moaning and groaning of the bells in part 4. In every stanza, he talks about different bells and what noises they make and for what occasion they are for. In the first stanza, he talks about sleigh bells and Christmas bells. In this poem, he uses the words tinkling and jingling to represent the bells. When he uses these words, it sets a happy and jolly type of mood for the reader. It starts the poem out in a warm and happy manner. The second stanza has wedding bells in it. These bells also bring about feelings of happiness, but in a different way. Although they have the same meaning of joy, they clearly have different sounds. In stanza 3, there are sounds and descriptions of alarm bells. He uses the words clanging, clashing, and roaring to give a sense of alarm. He describes how the bells are added to him to portray the message. The fourth stanza has bells that are rung for the diseased. He says that the noises they make are moans and groans from the rusty iron throats. This gives the feeling of sadness and sorrow. He also makes it seem like the bells are alive and they want to be rung, making more people dead, which means that they are glad when death comes. Edgar repeated everything so that people got a sense of what really was happening. Several deeper interpretations exist as well. One is that the poem is a representation of life, from the nimbleness of youth to the pain of age. Growing despair is emphasized along the growing frenzy in the tone of the poem. Another is the passing of seasons from spring to winter. The passing of seasons is often used as a metaphor for life itself. Another interpretation of this poem is the mourning over a lost wife, courted in sledge, married, and then killed in a fire as the husband looks on. The tolling of the iron bell reflects the final madness of the grief-stricken husband. Although this poem doesn't include anything as morbid as what Edgar is used to writing, it is still just as mysterious. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. At the end of the first stanza, it says how life is one big illusion. Reality doesn't really exist, or we have no way of knowing what is real and what is not real. It is thought Poe may have gotten this bit about life being a dream within a dream. Philosophers have been searching over this belief for thousands of years. It is often referred to as the dream argument or the dream hypothesis. Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much let me avow, you are not wrong who deem that my days have been a dream, yet if hope has flown away in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore, though it's gone, all that we see or seen is but a dream within a dream. The poem opens with the speaker saying goodbye to his lover. He kisses her and tells her she is not wrong in saying that all his days have been a dream. Before he leaves, he outright says that all he sees and seems is but a dream within a dream. In the next stanza, the speaker is standing on a wild beach, watching golden grains of sand slip through his fingers. In his emotional moment, he cries out to God, wishing he could hold onto the sand with a tighter grip. The poem concludes with the speaker unsure about whether or not everything he sees and seems is just a dream within a dream.
created using Powtoon.